Hello there. Today we are continuing our organizing, decluttering, and cleaning. This time it's going to be the garage in preparation for the plants that are going to be guests in this garage for the winter. So this is the space that I'm working with today. So you may ask, why is it not, why haven't I kept this nice and neat already? Well, things happen, right? We get busy, not being interested in this area during the growing season. I would say not as important during the growing season because other things are on our minds. And I think a lot of you can understand that it is important right now because I have to clean it so that I could overwinter the plants in this area. If I don't clean this area, it's just gonna get even more messy, and I do not want to just shove, all the plants in here because that wouldn't be right, because they need to have a nice space, and then also, we need to have a nice space here in order to move around and all that. So with the plants here, it could be a little bit harder. So it's just nice to have things organized. I mean, not immaculate, but just some kind of organization around here. So the first thing I like to do is organize the big items, such as that tub right there, these two containers, and then we'll work on the little things because the little items can go into the big things. And then after that, we're going to declutter, which just means taking out unnecessary things like these garlic stalks that have been hanging here for a while now. Just anything that don't belong here that can be either composted or shredded, like these. Trash. This is my trash right here. And then after that, we'll just clean up the whole area. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this tub up here because it's easier to lift, even with all the different pots in there. So that's what we're gonna do. And I think because these are in the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and take all of these out first. So I wanted to do the decluttering second, but because these are in the way to get this up here, we're just gonna do the decluttering first. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. It's whatever works best for you. So let me just take all these out. Well, that took longer than I thought. So, all right, so now we're just gonna organize these in here. We're gonna put the likes with the likes. Sometimes you just don't have the likes and you just have to, work with it. Important thing is you want to be able to fit everything kind of like in a pretty organized way and be able to close it. If you see me struggling, it's because I'm not good with puzzles. Have for now. And if we have some more, if I forgot something, I'll just come back and reorganize this. Just gonna put it up there. And so it can be out of the way for now. Technically, these can stay here, but I do want to put the Overwinter plants here as well. And there's a bench that's gonna go here. So I've been doing that for a while now, and I want to repeat the same thing. So I'm thinking of putting these two here. Hopefully they fit. Go in here and sweep what's underneath for now. I don't know if I want to move this either because it's heavy. There's a bag of sand in here. Two bags of sand. And the sand is heavy too. All right. Do this. Oh, I got that. All right, let's see. We'll just stick it like this. Not very attractive, but it works. You can also put these in here. We hardly use the sand. Like that. I was planning on putting leftover soil in there, but I'll have to figure out some way to put it in there. So we got the big stuff. Now we're just going to work on the little stuff. Put it in here. Okay, I think this is better. I mean, it's not the best, but it's more out of the way. All right, let me show you what I have so far. So right now it looks pretty much organized how I would like it for the most part. So this brings us to the final step, which is to clean, do a major cleanup. That means using your broom or a blower to do the fine cleaning. You can do little cleaning as you're going along, especially the areas which you're gonna be, putting things at or in. So that way, you know, like for example, you're not having to do this, and you won't be able to get stuff under this if you didn't do it before. All right, this is the final look at the finished product. In about an hour or so, this can all be organized, and yours could be longer or shorter depending on the size of your area. So now this area is ready to go, ready for our guest plants for the winter. So I hope this video has inspired you to get some organizing, decluttering, and cleaning done in your own space in preparation for your overwinter plants. So if you don't have like a whole span of time to commit to getting everything done, you can block maybe 10 minutes of your time. You can get some decluttering done, you can get some organizing done, you can get some cleaning done, however you want to do it. There's not any set way to do it, and you can do cleaning before you do decluttering and all that. I would recommend, if you can, I know that we're all busy, we have busy lives, if you can, try to do it 2 weeks in advance before your first frost or freeze. So hopefully, if you're up north, you still have time to get this done. If you're in the south like me, we still have some time. So if you can do it even 1 week in advance, that'll be great. Even a few days in advance. I just don't want you to have to rush last minute and get things done. So if you can, you know, block out a little bit of time every day, that'll be good to just get things organized. And you could do the same thing with the plants too, figuring out what plants to bring. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And until the next one, I hope you take care. Bye for now.